After a long and exhausting journey throughout the historic Ararang Tour, BTS's Jimin's return to his hometown suddenly turned into a dramatic moment when he appeared reluctant to take another step toward the airport exit, lingering in front of Jungkook. Surrounded by thousands of fans and under tight security, the two global superstars locked eyes in a deeply emotional exchange before sharing an unusually long embrace. Jimin was even seen leaning in to whisper something into Jungkook's ear while tears welled up in his eyes. The heartfelt farewell reportedly left countless ARMY members in tears and even moved several staff members and security personnel, who were seen wiping away their own tears as they witnessed the touching bond between the two artists. Welcome to Jimin Gallery, the home for Park Jimin fans who want to discover all the latest news, interesting facts, and stories behind the world's spotlight on Jimin. An emotional atmosphere surrounded Jimin's return to his hometown after completing the spectacular Ararang Tour. His arrival not only marked the conclusion of the group's remarkable concert journey, but also brought an unforgettable farewell that touched everyone present. Thousands of fans who had gathered in the airport's arrival area since early morning witnessed the touching scene unfold before their eyes. Cheers of excitement gradually transformed into bittersweet emotions as the farewell moment began. The Ararang Tour itself became one of the most historic chapters in BTS's career, showcasing the extraordinary dedication and hard work of every member. However, the conclusion of the tour also meant that the members would temporarily go their separate ways to focus on their individual schedules. Among all the farewells that took place that day, the interaction between Jimin and Jungkook quickly became the biggest highlight. Their close friendship, built over many years together, was reflected in those precious moments they shared before parting. As Jimin prepared to leave the airport and head home, he appeared visibly reluctant to walk away. His steps seemed to slow every time he looked back at his fellow members, especially Jungkook, who stood only a short distance away. Jungkook, who is usually known for his bright and cheerful personality, also appeared deeply nostalgic and emotional as the moment of separation drew closer. Their eyes met repeatedly, seemingly expressing countless feelings that words alone could not convey. Watch one of the most emotional moments from Jimin's journey, captured by fans who were present at the airport. The farewell has since become one of the hottest topics discussed by ARMY around the world. In the final moments before they truly parted ways at the airport exit, Jimin and Jungkook shared an embrace that appeared especially heartfelt. The hug lasted noticeably longer than an ordinary goodbye, creating a touching silence amid the bustling crowd. The warm embrace immediately caught the attention of fans watching both in person and online. Their comforting gesture reflected just how meaningful the farewell was to both of them. Jimin briefly rested his head on Jungkook's shoulder, as if gathering strength before finally walking away. Jungkook gently patted Jimin's back in return, offering quiet support during the emotional moment. The heartfelt farewell drew the attention of nearly everyone around the airport. Even several BTS staff members and crew were seen becoming emotional as they watched the touching exchange. Their warm interaction, accompanied by sincere yet bittersweet smiles, created an unforgettable ending to the Ararang Tour. Although both tried to smile, the sadness of saying goodbye remained clearly visible. Jimin's reluctance to part from Jungkook could be seen in the way he hesitated to let go of their hands. Even after their embrace ended, their hands seemed to linger together for just a little longer. The farewell with the entire BTS team, who had worked tirelessly together throughout the tour, added even more emotion to the atmosphere. Jimin warmly embraced staff members and crew one by one, expressing his gratitude for their dedication and support. Fans at the airport could not hold back their tears as they witnessed such a genuine and deeply human moment. Quiet sobs could be heard blending with the waves and farewell greetings from ARMY. Fans across the world shared in the emotional moment, as videos and photos quickly spread across social media. Within minutes, countless messages of support and heartfelt reactions filled digital platforms. Many fans admitted that they cried after seeing the strong bond shared by the BTS members. Their close relationship reminded many people that their connection extends far beyond that of ordinary colleagues. The farewell has become one of the most memorable moments of the entire tour. The warmth and sincerity displayed at the end of the Ararang Tour will be remembered by many as a meaningful reflection of the friendship shared among the members. Jimin's heartfelt expression while saying goodbye to Jungkook reflected how important his fellow member has been throughout their journey together. Their mutual trust and support have long served as one of the foundations that helped them endure the demanding schedule of the tour. Returning to their hometowns marked the beginning of a well-deserved period of rest, yet the temporary farewell still felt incredibly difficult. The strong bond they had built throughout their long journey together made every moment apart feel especially meaningful. Watch the full video and relive the special bond shared by Jimin, Jungkook, and the rest of BTS. The footage captures heartfelt emotions that many fans found deeply moving. For dedicated BTS fans, moments like these serve as a reminder of how precious every second shared by the members truly is. Their genuine emotions have always resonated deeply with audiences around the world. Although the Ararang Tour has come to an end, and a temporary farewell was inevitable, the warmth and support shown between Jimin and Jungkook will continue to be remembered by fans. Their emotional goodbye stands as a touching reminder of the friendship that exists behind the grand stages of the world. The soft lighting around the airport departure area that afternoon seemed to blend perfectly with the emotional atmosphere, reflecting beautifully off thousands of glowing army bomb light sticks as a cool breeze swept through the crowd. For a brief moment, silence settled over the sea of fans holding banners of gratitude, as though the bustling airport had paused to honor the significance of the farewell. The cameras captured the emotion on Jimin's face, revealing tears gathering in his eyes and giving him a vulnerable, yet heartfelt expression. Jungkook maintained a gentle smile despite the emotional moment, quietly straightening Jimin's jacket collar and softly patting his shoulder, a small but thoughtful gesture that reflected his care and support. During their warm embrace, Jimin appeared to quietly speak to Jungkook, expressing heartfelt gratitude for everything they had accomplished together throughout the tour. Their brief exchange seemed to reflect appreciation, encouragement, and hopes of reuniting soon after enjoying a well-earned period of rest. The emotional scene touched not only the fans but also members of the management team, stylists, and security staff, many of whom appeared visibly moved by the sincere farewell. The genuine friendship displayed by the two artists reflected the close relationships they had built with the people who had supported them throughout years of touring. The farewell became a meaningful reflection of the strong friendship that has grown since their trainee days and continued throughout their journey to becoming global performers. Years of shared challenges, hard work, and unforgettable experiences have created a connection that many fans deeply admire. Within minutes, clips of their emotional embrace spread rapidly across social media, sparking widespread discussion among fans around the world. Millions of ARMY shared messages expressing pride, gratitude, and heartfelt wishes for the members' health, happiness, and future success following the completion of their historic tour. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Jimin Gallery for more exclusive stories, daily updates, and deep dives into the world of our favorite star, Park Jimin. Glowing Star Bell. After a long and exhausting journey throughout the historic Ararang Tour, BTS's Jimin's return to his hometown suddenly turned into a dramatic moment when he appeared reluctant to take another step toward the airport exit, lingering in front of Jungkook. Surrounded by thousands of fans and under tight security, the two global superstars locked eyes in a deeply emotional exchange before sharing an unusually long embrace. Jimin was even seen leaning in to whisper something into Jungkook's ear while tears welled up in his eyes. The heartfelt farewell reportedly left countless ARMY members in tears and even moved several staff members and security personnel, who were seen wiping away their own tears as they witnessed the touching bond between the two artists. Welcome to Jimin Gallery, the home for Park Jimin fans who want to discover all the latest news, interesting facts, and stories behind the world's spotlight on Jimin. An emotional atmosphere surrounded Jimin's return to his hometown after completing the spectacular Ararang Tour. His arrival not only marked the conclusion of the group's remarkable concert journey, but also brought an unforgettable farewell that touched everyone present. Thousands of fans who had gathered in the airport's arrival area since early morning witnessed the touching scene unfold before their eyes. Cheers of excitement gradually transformed into bittersweet emotions as the farewell moment began. The Ararang Tour itself became one of the most historic chapters in BTS's career, showcasing the extraordinary dedication and hard work of every member. However, the conclusion of the tour also meant that the members would temporarily go their separate ways to focus on their individual schedules. Among all the farewells that took place that day, the interaction between Jimin and Jungkook quickly became the biggest highlight.